need to stop by cream of mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup, cream of celery soup, cream of whatever kind of soup, okay? It is way too easy to make. It won't have bioengineered ingredients in it, and you can make as much or as little as you like. We're gonna ditch the can, and I'm gonna show you how to make it. Come with me, I'll show you what to do. The process, whether you're making cream of chicken, cream of celery, cream of mushroom, is pretty much the same. And as I go along, I'll tell you how to make the different ones. But today, we're going to make cream of chicken because I think that's the one that is used the most. It only takes a few ingredients and a few minutes too. So we just need to head to the stove. First thing we want to do is put our butter in the skillet and let it melt. Once your butter is melted and nice and foamy, go ahead and add in your flour. Continue to stir, don't stop. It's gonna kind of come together, and that's what you want. Just keep stirring it. You want to cook that flour down for a minute or so, okay? So it won't have a flowery or flour type taste or a pasty taste to it, okay? So just keep whisking. You don't want to whisk it until it turns colors. Make sure your skillet or your pan is on medium-low. Once you see it's pretty well combined, we're going to go in with our chicken broth. Now, this is homemade chicken broth. You can easily make your homemade chicken broth, but if you don't and you end up buying a chicken broth, just make sure that when you buy it, you check your ingredients. Make sure that it doesn't have bioengineered ingredients in it, or it doesn't have a host of ingredients in it that you don't want it to have, because otherwise you might as well just go ahead and buy the can, okay? So we want to whisk this together. Now we're going to add in our seasonings. I typically do not add salt in mine. I know those cans can be awful salty, but I'd rather salt my actual dish that I'm making than to salt this. So now I'm adding in some garlic powder, onion powder, white pepper. You can use black pepper, but I like the white pepper because it keeps it clear, so to speak. You don't see the flakes of black pepper in it, okay? Now I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth in here. Mix this in really well. Now to make it nice and extra creamy, I'm going in with a little heavy cream. You can use milk, half and half. I like heavy cream because it gives it a good richness. At this point, you can taste it to make sure you have enough flavors in there, but make sure it's all well combined. It looks delicious. It smells even better than it looks. Oh my goodness. You want to simmer this on low just for 2 or 3 minutes. Let those seasonings melt into the chicken broth. Keep whisking. You don't want it to stick. You also don't want it to, well, I'm using a non-stick skillet. This is my Chef Foundry skillet, but you can use whatever skillet. You can use cast iron, any skillet that you want. Just make sure you're whisking it, okay? Keeping it nice and smooth. And even though I used white pepper, you can still see a few flakes in there. And that's why I like to use it, because otherwise, if it was the black pepper, you'd see quite a few flakes in there. Then take you a spoon to make sure you have it nice, thick, and creamy. You want it to stick to the back of the spoon, just like that. Delicious. Now we're going to remove it from the stove, and I'll show you what's next. Now, a lot of you all may feel that this is a double step that I'm doing, and it is, but I guess I'm going to be extra like that. I'm going to pour this first into my measuring cup. I am actually pouring it in here first because it has a spout on it, and it'll be easier and cleaner for me to pour into my jar. And from here, if you think yours has any lumps or bumps in it, you can strain it, okay? I typically don't because I make sure it's nice and smooth. Before we do that, I want you all to see. And look at that. Look at that. That's what you want. Delicious. And although this is cream of chicken, you can do this with celery, cream of celery, mushrooms, cream of mushrooms. Now, if you're going to do this with cream of celery, at the time I put my seasonings in, go ahead, chop up some celery and put it in there. You're going to let it simmer just a little bit longer to extract all the flavor of the celery into your dish. All right? You really don't want to have the pieces of celery. That's one way you can do it. An alternative way is to juice celery. And instead of using chicken broth, use the celery juice, okay? You can do it that way, and that will impart an even stronger celery-based flavor. So it depends on what your overall goal is, what you're cooking, how much time you want to spend on it, and what you have available. For the mushrooms, saute your mushrooms, cut up your mushrooms into small very tiny bite-sized pieces. Saute your mushrooms until they're completely done. Then do the same process with your mushrooms in there. When you put your flour in, add more butter in, add your flour in, and continue to whisk. You can still use chicken broth or water if you want. I like chicken broth when I'm making cream of mushroom. And you can even have that just as a soup itself, okay? Because, well, this is cream of chicken soup, cream of celery soup, cream of mushroom soup. So those are the ways that you can impart flavors, and you can really do that cream of anything that you really want to make. Impart the flavors along the way, and you're good to go. Strain it. If you do put the small celery pieces in it, just strain it in the end, and it'll come out like this with a different flavor, okay? This mason jar is about 1.5 cups, so that tells you how much it made. I still have a little bit left in here, so a little bit under 2 cups, but you can adjust it to your liking. I will have the complete recipe and instructions on my website, pamspreps.com, okay? But this is rich and thick and creamy, and we don't have to worry about the ingredients. We don't have to worry about whether it has bioengineered food products in it or anything of that nature. It is just amazing, and yes, I am going to taste it. It is so creamy. Oh my goodness. And yes, I'm licking my spoon. Thank you all so much for coming in, hanging out with me today here in my kitchen. Take a second and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss anything. Returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with me. And channel members, thank you. When you're at the website, pamspreps.com, to check out the recipe, be sure to leave your email address. Get your free ebook, so that if anything were to ever happen, I can still reach out to you all. You can still get my videos and everything else. Okay, so I will see you all next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.